from Craft and See with Laura B. How are you doing today? I am hanging in there. Thank you. Today I'm going to show you how to make a double ephemera holder from two 12 by 12 pieces of cardstock. I watched this on the channel 7 Plaza. Unfortunately, I don't know her first name. I apologize for that. And this is my second time filming this because the first time I deleted it. I don't know why I deleted it. I didn't think I deleted it, but it is nowhere to be found. So, and I think it's probably better that I didn't do that one because I think that was the one where I just could not, for the life of me, get anything cut straight in. And I have to have everything even or straight or level or however you say it because my OCD demands it. And the more out of sorts I am, the worse it gets. So anyway, now I did make another one of these. The one I made, I am not going to show on camera because it actually is a gift for someone. And until this person gets it in the mail, I don't want them to see this. So, not saying that they would watch the video, but just in case. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So as you can see, this is what it's going to look like. Now, the spine I did cut wonky because, you know, me measuring twice and cutting once never works out. And instead of making it, this is 9 inch. How much is this? Now that I think about it, it measures about 7.5 inches. And each one of the 12 by 12s are 9. So, and the other one I made 12 inches, the same width, but 12 inches. And it didn't cause a whole lot of problems, but you did have to add a lot more pockets. So anyway, I'm using my rose gold 12 by 12 sheets because it's about time I stop hoarding all my cardstock like this. And I have a crap ton more, as you all saw. If you saw the video I did, the Happy Mail video from Tommy from Miss Paper Crafting with Miss Tommy, you will see I have so much 12 by 12 papers. Not all are cardstock, and you do really want to use cardstock for this. So anyway, I'm using the rose gold. Here's just some of it, and it's got some, if I find any, so it has some of this and some of these. Anyway, so I've already pulled out to cut off the little hole things at the top, and we're going to start with 12 by 12. I think I'm going to use this as a spine. And I hope I'm in frame. So anyway, I'm going to take a slurp of my beef broth, which is really, really hot and not enough. So anyway, I did not sleep well last night. I am having knee issues. I either tore my ACL or I have an LDL. Nobody knows yet because I haven't been to the doctor. I just know that it's very, very painful. And any lateral movement will send me through the roof. And I'm looking for a spoon to put more in there, and I cannot find it. But you know what? When in Rome, I will find anything. I am not picky. Anyway, so long story short, any time I would, you know, shift positions at night, it would wake me up if I used my left knee leg to move. So whenever I want to change positions, I would wake up and to use my right one. Anyway, so I've had about 3 hours sleep last night, so forgive me being a little bit all over the place. It is what it is, and we will muddle through it together. So I totally used a crafting tool to do that, and because, you know, I play fast and loose. So anyway, the first thing we want to do is we are going to cut 3 inches off the side of both sheets of cardstock. Now, mine is non-directional. This is what it looks like on one side, and this is what it looks like on the other, so it does not matter which side is which. But you are going to want to cut 3 inches off of one side or the other, depending on if you have directional paper or not. That will make a difference. And I was just talking to Tommy and talking about how things that aren't even or straight just drive me out of my skull, like I said. And that how I can't seem to find a paper trimmer, not one that I have, that seems to cut straight. And it can be off just by a hair, and I'll see it. So what you're going to do is on either side, and yes, I should have done 1.5 and 1.5, but I didn't. Live and learn. So you do that on one side, and then on the bottom, if you're directional, on the bottom of the page, you want to cut off 1.5 inches. So let me line that up. And again, if it's going to be directional, that is where it's going to matter, but otherwise, it does not. Oops. Sorry for the squeak. And you do want to save these pieces. You are going to use them. So now you want to, on whichever side, you're going to want to score it at 8. And because you're going to make the bottom pockets, which are a fold up. And that's the other thing that I changed on the 12-inch. Obviously, I glued the pockets on as opposed to folding up like this. So you're going to want to score at 8 inches. And that will give you the bottom. And you're going to do this on both, because what you do to one on this, you have to do to the other. And come on. I feel like I'm very discombobulated right now. Now, I have a really hard time with cardstock. Make sure I get them on the same. This, I did that. Okay. See, I get so turned around with this. Because I'm directionless. I'm directionally challenged. I don't know what this east is you speak of. I'm more of turn right at the cow. Anyway, so we've gotten those. And you are going to want to score, which this I did not write down in my directions because I forgot it. Well, actually, you don't. So what you're going to want to do is find the middle of 9, which is 4.5, and you are going to go 1/8 of an inch on either side. So here's 4.5. So you're going to score at 4 3/8 all the way down, and then 4 5/8 all the way down. Again, you can score it in the middle and then go, but I decided not to. So then again, you're going to 4.5. 4 3/8 and 4 5/8, and that will give you your total scores for the day. So we can put Mr. Trimmer back, unless I remember I have to score something else, but I don't think I will now. So we're gonna fold, do our folds as best we can. And then the other fold. Okay, come on. As best we can to get it even in center. And this is where I just go nuts. But, so yesterday, for those of if you were following along of my Peter Rabbit giveaway journal, we have a winner. Ding, 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 ding. I already posted it in Journal Me Crazy by Candace Johnson's Facebook group, because that is where she is a part of. Elaine, see, this is just wonky. Just stop. This is the problem I had the other day. Just stop. Where as hard as I try, I cannot seem to cut straight and fold. So not to worry, it will all come out in a wash, hopefully. If not, make adjustments as you go. Yeah, so it's just this one that's wonky. Right there. Just that side. Luckily, yep. We will trim that again. Tell myself not to worry, not to worry. That's what I say. And it's just slightly off. I'm trying to get this so you all can see. And some of it, I think, is the way I use it. I tend to go like, I don't know. But it's something, I do it with my scissors where at the end, when I cut, I come in and then I go out, and I try really hard not to do that, but it seems like I do it all the time. All right, there we are. It's good enough for government work. There. And then this one, make sure our folds are right. And then you're going to fold up on the score line again. There we go. Let's just turn that last little bit off. I always get nervous on camera. And then when I'm... valleys become mountains, mountains become valleys. And then once I turn... But anyway, when I'm really tired, it gets worse. So I'm trying to explain this as easily as I can. But I'm not that great. This is what problem I have with cardstock each and every time, is it starts to crack. And if anybody knows a surefire way to get around that, please, please, please let me know. So you are going to want to come in at a semi-V on your pockets so that they fold. I've got my handy dandy little finger knife here. Forgive my band-aid. I was sharpening scissors and, well, let's see. I'm gonna be precise about this. Let's try to be precise. So I want to come in, we'll say 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 of an inch from one side, the inside of the there. Do the other one while I've got it out here. So I know that that's where I want to angle to. So 1/8 of an inch. I hope I'm not getting my big head in the way. Okay, so there we go. Oops, I do need her out because I need to measure. All right, so I don't know how the weather is in your neck of the woods, but we went from 87 on Saturday to the upper 50s. Your mouth, teeth are good tools to have, in my opinion. So we're going to come like this, cut down, come on this side of the score line as best you can, and cut, and then cut across the middle to that score line. Oops, I think I need to replace the blade. There we go. And then the same thing here. I'm just inside that. And down. Oops, don't cut yourself. Which I could. I'm telling you, on this one, I was cleaning a pair of scissors, getting the sticky off of it with some goof off. And danged if I didn't slice my finger. Wasn't bad, but just enough that blood needs a band-aid because it was, you know, you get anything in it and it's like, ouch. Anybody else prone to mishaps with scissors or misplacing your lid to that. I lost the lid to that for months, and I was positive my dog, bless her cotton picking heart, had made off with it somewhere. But no, I finally found it. It was under the couch, and I just couldn't see it because it's, well, clear. And so I had to do a makeshift. Get my little tiny pair of scissors. Ooh. To cut that. All right. So there goes right there. So we're going, it goes in just a little bit and just a little bit. So what I'm going to do before I do anything is glue down the outsides. She did not glue down the outsides, the insides like this, so that you could put a little bit more in there. Now, I suppose if you really wanted to, you could gusset this, but, you know, you do only have so much width right here. You only have 1/4 of an inch. So I'm going to do this before I forget. All right. There's one. And get glue all over your mat because I'm a messy crafter, so why not? I try to get it lined up as close to the edge as possible so I can still keep some of the pocket. But I'm a messy Marvin, always have been. You should see it when I cook, especially bake. I've got flour everywhere, all over me, because you know what? I forget to wear an apron, and I'm always wiping my hands on my shirt or my pants, which used to drive my mother insane. But it is what it is. I am what I am, right? Any other messy crafters out there? Speaking of messy, oh, my craft room, my craftus is a disaster area. And I tried the other day to clean off the desk, and I had no motivation to do so. I tried. I really, really did. And did a little bit better this morning, but I put all the miscellaneous papers in a little basket instead of, so I didn't have to find a home for them right away. Anyway, so what is everyone working on? You have any projects in the works? This one, I think, not only would be great happy mail. And for some reason, my autocorrect on my phone always doesn't like the phrase happy mail, and it always changes it to happy meal. And it does it so much that I'm starting to say happy meal. All right. So here's this. I'm going to round these corners, the outer corners only. Where's my there it is. My handy dandy 3-way. I always have to turn it over. Otherwise I won't be able to see. So again, orienting myself the right way. All right. So now comes the spine. So first of all, I want to make sure I cut it exactly at 8 inches. Look at that. It's 8 inches. I don't know how I got 7.5 the last time, but I did. So this is fairly directional. Oops, if that was really close, I apologize. I know sometimes when I watch it back, it's like, holy crow. Okay, so now I've cut the length. And see, I moved the paper at the very last second. Anyway, so the middle spine, you are going to get 3 inches. Now, you could use one of the 3 inches strips you cut off, but I want mine to be different, kind of an accent. So you are going to cut at 3 inches. And now I can use that for another. Where to put my scoring tool? Where to put it? Where to put it? Do y'all see? Oh, there it is. I got too much in that mug. So the other one, let me turn this over so I don't mess it up. The other one we scored at 1/4 inch on either side. And on this one, again, the lovely lady at Seven Plaza explains it so much better than I ever could. So anyway, yeah, I think she had a little math, and she got it from somebody else whom I can't remember, and she says that person really explains it better. So anyway, basically this, instead of, you don't need to score down the middle, you are going to score at 1 1/4, because you want a 1/2 inch. 1 1/4 and 1 3/4. So 1 1/4 are 0.25 and 0.75. Now so it looks like 3.1 or 2 centimeters and 4.4 or 5. Oh, mine is weird. It doesn't, well, you know, they don't line up. Oops, don't jump the rails. Okay, I don't know if that will help it from cracking. I hope so. Now, if I did it right, it will be the same length. Yeah, close enough. So, fold and fold. This one, I am not going to round any of the corners because I didn't round the inside. There we go. Make sure I'm fairly directional, and it looks like that means it seems to, and I turned it around. Anyway, I need to see. And I know you don't want to get it too close to your score, your fold, so it doesn't squidge out. It is harder for me. I have a very weak fingertip strength. So it works out better for me sometimes if I need a lot to just... And the one thing about art glitter glue is it doesn't give you a ton of time. There we go. Everything can fold. So I flip it over. Use my bone folder. There we go. Oh, that's going to look nice. And do the same thing for this side. Now, you know, obviously, if it's hard to see, you can stop. You can ink. But, you know, ever since I was challenged, I challenged myself with the hashtag challenge. I hit a wall journal swap between Mitzi at 307 Junk Journals and I tried, because she doesn't mind the look of ink. She says she just doesn't like doing it. And so I tried really hard not to ink anything or do a very light inking. And then on my Peter Rabbit journal, I didn't do any at all. So, all right. I found it hard to remember to ink on this last one that I did, that you would have seen if I hadn't erased the whole dang thing. Okay, make sure that I'm even enough. Okay. So if the slight little bit, yes, that will, may or may not have to go. All right. So now you've constructed the bones of it. There you go. Come on now. Straighten up and fly right. There we go. So it's going to look like this. Ain't that pretty? Well, if you like rose gold, it's pretty. But if you don't, then you might not like it. So, okay. Now, I did my pockets a little bit differently than she did. you know, by adding the way I added those. And I don't think mine look the same as hers either. So what I'm going to do, and she added more pockets out here. She also did the policy envelope enclosure, which, you know, I would glue right there. I could, and then I put tape over it. Like if I used a brad, I might do that. I might do that. So, and I think we all know how to do one of those, and I don't think I have anything new under the sun to teach you on that one, but we will go through it together, because this is just a matter of decorating. Now, I happen to like the accent of this, but I also have many more that I can choose from. Dang. Don't you hate it when you know you have something and then you can't find it? Okay, where do my extra bits and bobs go? Flip it over. It's like, I know I had it. I just looked at my extra ones. Oh, here they are. They got buried. I have that still without having to cut down. I have some of this and some of this. So, okay. Now, we're just going to start right here. And you can put pockets all over here if you should choose. I think I'm going to use for here and then for the enclosure, the policy envelope. So basically, Lori, just quit futzing around and do it. And get this one out here that doesn't cut straight either. And I'm going to measure, which obviously I'm at 4.5 or slightly 4 1/4 from the fold. So I'm going to go just a little bit under. I'm going to just cut it at 4 and 4 by 5, I think. So this is where I gotta think. And again, I'm so directionally challenged that, okay, I want to go 4 wide. Ooh, look, she just fits. I'm gonna go to 4 wide. Make sure I line up. Line up. And I think what it is this, I don't know. I'll just shut up. 4 wide. And I don't know how long is this? Okay, it's over 7. It's probably about 8 and some. So, so I did 4 wide. We'll just measure it so I know how to cut it. Because I love this paper so much. And you know, these big paper pads aren't always inexpensive. And so I try really, 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 really hard not to waste them. But sometimes I mess up. So just a little over 8.5. So we'll go 4.5. 8.5 is 4 1/4. And we'll call it even. And that will just be what it is. And it's just a hair off. I cut that, but I'm going to choose really hard not to let it bother me. I can hear all y'all in the background going, girl, just cut it. All right. So, obviously it doesn't matter. And this is how I work this out, is I pick a spot where I want there. Let's see. I want the bottom. I'm thinking, I gotta think. I know everybody else would have this figured out beforehand or can fly by the seat of their pants, and it does not bother them. I am going to mark it though, so I know that I'm doing the same thing on each side, even though they're slightly longer. So I tend to hum this song, and I do not know where I got it from. And for the life of me, when I try to purposely do it, I have the hardest time. So I'm going to go up a 1/2 inch. There. And then I'm going to just diagonal cut it from there. That seems to work out the best for me. Have a starting point and then go from there. Oh, there it is. Da, 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 da. I see, I can't even do it right. That hum, whenever I think about it, I know what I want to do and I never do it. All right, so we have too long. Here we go. There we go. That way. And then, this is it. Yep, this is it. Where did I mark it though? Oh, there it is. So, I think I want to go this way. Actually, I'm going to do it on the other side. Right? Oh, all y'all are just, I can hear you. It goes this way, it goes that way. But I want it when I flip it, so I need to mark it on this other side. Or try to mark. There. It gives me just enough of a mark that I can go from there. Now, I had better have done this right, or I'm going to be really mad at myself. But this is how it goes when everything has to be even and straight. And I did it wrong. I did it wrong. Of course, because this is supposed to be on the outside, and that's supposed. I should have done it the other way. I knew that. Arrgh! And I don't have any more of this. Well, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Ugh. We'll go this way. This is just how it's going to go. We're going to go this way. So when you close it, oh, when you close it, then it'll be, see, I just drive myself nuts, people. I drive myself nuts. This is just how it's going to be, and I'm just going to stop right here. Okay. There. One thing about the foiled ones, they sure mark up. I have a damp towel here. I use it to wipe my hands. I can't stand baby wipes. They pill. They pill, so I don't, get all over your hands. So there are the outside pockets. We're trucking right along. Put my pen back in my glue because I never do, and then I'm always having issues since my broth has gotten cool. Have some water. Okay. So we've got our pockets here. So I just want to make small little ones. Come on, put your tools away. All right, so I'm fine with 3. Yeah, let's do 3.5 by 2.25. Make sure each one is the same, which it should be, right? I hope. What? Yeah, to the right. Okay, so 3 1/2. What did I say? 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. Write it down. 3 1/2 by 2 1/4. There we go. So 3 1/2. By 2 1/4. Yep. Oh, perfect. See how that worked out. Ooh, we just barely. Oh, look at how that worked out. See how that worked out? There's the other one. Put that there. Let's see. Do I have 2 1/2? Do I have 2 1/2? I have 3. I have 3. But it will be directionally off. So, did I use this one? So we did 3 1/2. And I should have, yes, I have way plenty to make 2 pockets out of this that are correct. Yes, they're the same size. There. And 3 1/2. 2 1/4. Yeah, I don't know why lately I'm just all over the place with not being able to judge anything direction-wise. And it really irritates me because then I mess up. And yeah. It's fine to have a happy accident when you want one, but it's not okay to have a happy accident when you don't want one is my philosophy. Now I am going to get 2 paper punches, 2 sizes. And that one's a little bit too big, way too big. So I'm going to use the 1 inch and the 5/8 inch because, you know, God forbid companies make the same sizes, like uniform sizes. And I am going to measure this. So we are right at 8 inches. Come this way. And I'm going to make a very light dot. Come on. Here. Do it that way. And then I will do this original one right at the edge. So 8, 4.5. So that I know when it comes to this side, I know how far I've gone in, and then I can decide from there how far in this way. Well, that was a little bit dark. There, okay, so see, that didn't even work out the same. What the hey. A little less than 4.5. It will be covered. And so theoretically, this should be 4.5. I don't understand. All right, so we'll go the same way. Same way. Derpy, same way. There. Now it's there. But I do want it to go in a little bit further. So I want it to actually go in 1 inch. Actually, we'll go 1 inch and a quarter. 1.5 inches. I know, I'm indecisive. There. Flip her over. There. Okay. Let's see what I can get. Nope, that's not going to come off. All right, so I'll try to erase a little bit of that. And a little bit of that. Get some of that glue off of there. It looks like glue. All right, never mind. Okay. There we go. So, flatten it back open again. I am going to take... I'm deciding. Let's see. I like the look of that. So 2 of the 1 inch. There we go. And then we are going to do 2 of the 5/8. Ooh, did you see that? It went flying. It's been a long time since I've made one of these policy enclosures, so I'm sure. God, come on. There. You can do it. No, I do not know how to find the middle. But actually, I kind of do. On my little mat here. Actually, let me turn it over so I can see the mark. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it a little bit on this one because it is. I'll get my big old head in the way. Same with this. This one's a little bit easier because it's an inch. It's an actual inch. Here, let me move it down to where I can actually see over the top of it. Close enough. All right. So the string is going to go underneath it. So I'm okay with, where's the book? And a book. Oh, I'll use this. No, we won't. No, we won't. We'll use a glue book. It's got many, many glues on it. Many, many glues. So, here. wow, that's a blast out of Christmas. Huh. I don't know where I had gotten that one from. Okay, now I have up here somewhere. Here they are. Actually, either that or this. Which one do I like better? Do I want to do, and in order to make a decision, I want to close it. Do I want to do a gem like this? Or, yeah, because these are awfully small for my big ones, you won't be able to see. You won't be able to see that. So, decision made. Same color. Do I want this one? Do I want this light purple one? Nope, I'm going to pick this one. I'm picking this one. Y'all aren't here, so you don't get a deciding vote on this one. Look, I have notes. Yeah. Don't know exactly what that's for. Julie at Camellia Crafts Designs, if you can read this, I have no idea what this was about. But there's 2 pieces of equal size paper. Camellia Crafts Designs, cut some off bottom size for whatever size journal, and cut sliver. I have no idea, but it was recent. So, Julie, if you watch, can you please decipher that for me? Remind me which one it is. Okay. Here we go. Now I can put the pokey tool away. So I'm not going to bother gluing these. I am just going to lose my little... There. I am just going to do it like this. Come on, I poked a little too far off center on that one. Oh, for crying out loud. Bigger hole. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Come in. Like that, and then in to this one. And yes, I could use a bigger hole, but why? And then, there we go, come on. Into here. And we're just going to open it a little bit. There. And do the same one. Same thing with this one. And what I find funny is when it's off center like it is now, it's like sometimes if you twist them, they'll straighten up. And which I don't get. I apparently don't have very good spatial awareness is what my issue is. Come on. Which way did I go? Which way did I go? Okay, so I want it to go in this way. There we go. Kind of. No, it's because I moved that way. There we go. So, yeah. There we go. That's really off center. Oh well, it's off center. Let it go. And I'm going to reach over off to my side, which I thought for sure I had some embroidery thread in a color that I liked, or that we will do. Just because, you know, it's either that or yellow, or you have to sit here and listen to me scrounge around for a half an hour. So, yeah, good enough. I can always change it. There we go. And this is why you don't tie it too tightly, or, you know, do the brads too tightly. So you know I am not left-handed. It would be a lot easier if I would just cut the thread, but I don't wanna. Okay, where are my little teeny scissors? There they are. There we go. All right, so then you just come back around this way. And I could have done it the other way too. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through around this one and then come back. The first one I made, the last two I made, I did not have a policy enclosure. I'm trying to make it just a little bit tighter there. There we go. Around a couple times, around. There we go, a few times. So if I want to make it dangle, because you know me and my danglies, and that's why I always cut a longer thread. So there you go. As to not make this too long of a video, I am going to end it here, and that's another reason I didn't do pockets on the front or back. So here you go. And I guess and I do need to put some, we'll put some washi on top of that, not the colors I want. Or where's my envelope? Here it is, of my rose gold fussy cuts. I can do beautiful, or let's see what other, there's a bigger one. Let's see if I have little tiny ones, or if that was the last little tiny one. So you've got, you can put stuff in here. Nope, it looks like that is the last small little itty bitty one I have. So, but you get the idea. Actually, you could do Forever Amazing. I kind of like that. So that's what that's what I'm gonna do. It's weird how I can suddenly make a decision after indecision after indecision, and then all of a sudden just be like, oh, there it is. Okay. Let's do a little bit of gluing. Not that matters. Try to be semi-economical with the glue. And since I want this straight, there we go. Make sure I didn't mess it up too badly. Come on. Come on. Stick down. All right. Stuck enough. Where'd my Forever go? Where'd my Forever go? There it is. And I didn't barely ink that one, and this one is already inked. Ah, I pre-inked it. Look at that. I must have known. Okay, let's try to get this as close as possible. close enough for government work. I think I got my big old head in the way. At least my hair's done. All right. So there we go. And obviously you can do whatever you want to this, and I am not going, like I said, I'm not going to decorate this any further because I'm sure it's already been at 45 minutes or an hour. So here we go. Pocket. You can do little pockets on that. A couple times around the bend. Oops. There we go. And then the front. And if it wants to do that, there we go. So here is the double ephemera holder that I saw on Seven Plaza's channel. Again, I do not know her first name, but I will link the video to this in the description box. And I hope you were able to follow along with what I said and liked what you see. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm uploading a video, and share with your friends. If you make this, please let me know, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Peace out. Bye.